Decisions. As we begin today, Forrest, the Cowboy Governor, has to decide where we are going to be taking our next steps in his collegiate career. Now, one interesting thing before we get going that I noticed here with our draft projection currently has us as undrafted, which is rather strange because where we ended last time out, we were a early to late third rounder. So not sure what happened. I don't know if that's just because, we're now no longer technically part of a school right now, that we're just floating around, or what that's all about. But that will be changing here shortly. Forrest Govner, as a true freshman, did end up taking over the tight end one role with Wyoming. A guy from Wyoming who was the #1 recruit out of the state. He stayed in state to just get that playing time, and he finished just over 1,000 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns. Now it's our decision time. Where do we go? We already told Wyoming that we would not be coming back. And there were a lot of offers on the board, and frankly, everyone is looking at us to be that tight end one, though we know that that's not always going to be exactly the case. We've seen some situations where we're being told, hey, you come here, you'll be tight end 2. We get there, we're tight end 3, right? We got to fight for it. But there are a lot of teams here who were interesting. Houston, Virginia Tech, at least 2.5 stars there, decent overalls. There was one very intriguing school here in Kentucky. They are an 80 overall. They do run a power spread. I don't know exactly how much that fits our guy. And I don't really feel like the coaching boosts here help us out all too much. Plus, they went 3-9 last year. It was a little bit of a put-off. Iowa State, another team who is 5-7. Not a very much of a winning team right now. One interesting thing here, Notre Dame does have us listed as tight end 1. However, I don't see an actual offer being given, which is a bit strange to me. So I'm not exactly sure what that is all about. We would walk on and be a starter, but we don't have the offer. That seemed a bit strange. So I ultimately narrowed things down to 2 different schools, Arizona State and the Stanford Cardinal. We talked a lot here, being a tight end, playing for one of the tight end U's. That is Stanford, that is Iowa. Iowa didn't give us an offer, so that's obviously not going to be a move we're looking to make right now. And I was really intrigued by Arizona State, a current 3.5 star prestige, +4 to catching traffic, catching, and juke moves. They had a positive record last year at 8-5. Meanwhile, the Stanford Cardinal, they are a little bit less of the pro style they were in the past. Right now, they are running a spread offense, +2 to injury, juke move, and medium route running, something we really haven't invested in. And they are one of the tight end universities. They produced so many different tight ends, even over the last handful of years where they've arguably been really poor. But they were 4-8 last year. 8-5. Taking a look at their recruiting board here, I did see that the Sun Devils did go after a tight end and a couple medium-ranked quarterbacks. Stanford, they're going after some more highly touted quarterbacks. And that's something I know that we really need, is a quarterback who can actually deliver us these passes and not the defense, the passes. They're also looking at several other tight ends. It's an intriguing back and forth. And while Stanford technically is the higher overall, Arizona State might get us to the playoffs perhaps a little bit sooner. Big 12 versus ACC. Ultimately, while I've really liked the Arizona State Sun Devils, I'm just not quite sure that is the team for us. So indeed, we will be signing on with the Stanford Cardinal. We will be joining Tight End University, and will hopefully be yet another in a long line of great NFL tight ends produced by this school. We'll see how that pays off here for us in our hopes of getting to that NFL with Forrest the Cowboy Governor, as we're going to hold on tight to the Cowboy name there, leaving Wyoming for the first time. And we currently are coming in here, and it looks like indeed we are tight end 1. Never know. That's a great sign. Double check here to see where the other tight ends sit, and it looks like we actually have ourselves a really good lead. So we should be sitting pretty comfortable here with Stanford. Now, obviously, higher academics, we've got to make sure we are meeting that. Adrenaline deactivated, that's fine. Season hasn't even begun, and we already got a deactivation. Now, we did get a decent amount of points here as well to look to upgrade before we enter the season. We'll take a look at the roster as well. One thing we didn't really update much last year was the route running. We focused primarily on the speed and the acceleration. We are approaching our caps there. We did also unlock some cap breakers. Not exactly sure how we utilize those. Use one to permanently raise its cap. So I'm assuming if we reach the cap, we could then look to spend one to get that cap breaker use. Currently, we have 8 of 25, I guess we can have in total. Right now, our max overall could reach up to 85. But as for what we're looking to start off with, we're going to be playing the whole season this year. So perhaps making sure we're healthy could be something big here for us. Doesn't look like there's a way to actually improve one's fatigue rating, which is a bit interesting. We do have, like I said, about 350 points to utilize. Let's get some of these catching ratings up. I wouldn't mind a little bit of some boost to acceleration. And we'll work a little bit on these route runnings. That one a little bit too much. Add a few on here then to run blocking. Get that to a decent spot. This is Stanford. Got to be able to run block. We will look to lock that in. We go from a 75 to a 76. And we were running things pretty well when it came to Stanford. How's that going to be this year? Tougher competition for sure. Playing in the ACC. A really good freshman punter. I don't know if that's what you want to be leading your team. Antonio Ahmed, redshirt freshman, 77 overall. We also have a redshirt freshman, Mike Murphy. So no real dominant-looking quarterbacks. Ahmed can scramble, does have a pretty strong arm. Our top 2 quarterbacks do have a strong arm. And I'd say pretty good accuracy as well. So I'm feeling fairly comfortable with our quarterback here out of Denton, Texas. Some decent running backs, nothing crazy. As for receivers, anyone that I recognize here? Not really. We don't have a whole lot of speed. A couple guys who are reaching just over 90. Now, we are not the highest rated tight end, but this is a good group of tight ends. Talking about tight end university. Offensive line, average. Defensive line, average. Linebackers also look pretty average. Defense just in general looks pretty average. They actually took a pretty big step back in their overall from where they were at prior to us committing. They dropped almost 5 overall. That's something I think they need to change. And by they, I mean EA. If I'm going to transfer to a school, let me know what that school's actually looking like for this first year. Or the year you will be playing in. But let's jump into our first practice then with the Cardinal. And if we can put forth big games like we did with Wyoming, we might be able to carry this team potentially even to a playoff, which would be massive for the Stanford Cardinal. Something I've been hoping to see for quite some time. 60 seconds on the clock. Team is down 4 with the ball at the 35, and we need the score. All right, then. Really don't like that it does that every time. I don't even know what that screen is, if I'm being honest. We got Ahmed back there. Towards the backside, that's actually going to work out for us. Pick up some yardage. Basically, I'm pretty sure with this drill, as long as you get the touchdown, you complete. We get back to it here. 2 out to the left, 3 to the right. I know how to count. Wide open backside, Dukes, I believe the name was. And that's going to be a touchdown. We've got the goal. Just like that, we're golden. We didn't even have to get a single catch on that practice. A lot better than some of the other practices that we would constantly get the negatives. Already getting an upgrade there as well. Some more skill points. I definitely know we got to make sure we're keeping up with our academics here. Looks like we need to have a 2.9, maybe a 3.0 there to unlock our adrenaline. We'll make sure that we are getting a good bit of academics in here. Also need to make sure we are staying fit, stay healthy. A little bit more academics. Leadership is at a good spot. We'll hit academics one more time there. Again, it's Stanford. Rocket scientist here and Forrest Govner. What are your guys' expectations for Forrest this season? He played about half the year last year at 1,000 yards. Do you think we could get close to 2K receiving yards? Or should we also make sure we are laying down some blocks? All right. We do have an NIL deal here. We want you to help us with our... I was trying to read that. There it goes. Now it's working. We want to help... We want you to help us, one of those days, with our release of our new lower body training products for our new power bands, blah, blah, blah. Proposal for a 6-week contract for the cost of 2 energy in the final week. But we will receive +5 break tackle temporarily for ourselves and a teammate, and 50 skill points per week. Well, break tackle, I would think running back then. We'll do that. It only is going to cost us a couple of energy points or whatever later down the line. All right, Chadwell. How was your summer? Blah, 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 blah. Thanks, coach. We're looking to play some football here, not have text back and forth. Another practice before we get into our first game, opening up the year against Fresno State. Make sure I did turn on that background music. Yes, we did. Good, good. Try to score a touchdown on a single offensive drive while burning as much time off the clock as possible. So at least something new here. All right, then. Starting back at the 25, we got a long, methodical drive. We got to cover about 2 minutes here. Really round out that route. And that's why we're the starting tight end. Big drop already. Hopefully we don't see too much of that. That was Bacheyi? I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. That's not good. Negative 11,000 points, and that's that practice done and dusted. Not a great look there from Ahmed. Threw that one straight to the linebacker. It might have been Matt Rose. Or no, he might have been graduated by this point. A couple of years in. Hopefully we don't see that happen too much against Fresno. All right. Make sure we're getting those academics nice and high. Everything else staying high as well. Seems like a week we could really just focus in there on some of the academia. We'll do a little bit of some influencer here. We do have at least 2 slots unlocked there. And one thing about this year, that doesn't negatively affect your academics. Not sure why that was a thing last year. Kind of glad they got rid of that. But it's time to get ready for our first game here with the Stanford Cardinal. We are on the road. Tell me we got to go to Fresno State. They won't come here. All right, so we're not playing on the farm yet. Let's go ahead and get this face on out of here. We'll pause up that music too so I don't forget. Game 1 of our sophomore season. Forrest Govner transfers to the farm, but we begin on the road, facing the Bulldogs. And we elevate the Stanford Cardinal team to heights they have not seen in nearly a decade. Tight end University. And they just got themselves one of the top transfer tight ends in the country. that a little arrogant to say that technically about ourselves? Maybe so. We're going to take the field. Good starting field position around midfield. Got ourselves with some slants. Throwing though back behind us. I'll take it. We weren't even out there for first down. What's that about? The 3rd and 3. We don't have audibles. And that's going to be short of the first down mark. 4th and 3, though. Coach letting us be aggressive. What I want to see. A little hurry-up action here. And get it to the flat. Get that first down here. Forrest Govner, first catch of his Stanford Cardinal career. That is a first down on 4th. Now that we have the speed, too, we might be able to work downfield a bit more than we have in the past. Fortunately, that one seems to be incomplete. No, it's a sack, loss of 10. And this is all you want to give us? The run plays on a 2nd and 20? Try to lay a block then. Get 1. We get 3. 3rd and 17. Go back to that mid slant here. See if we can get a good catch and run. We got ourselves the corner route, though. And it's going other way for only a gain of 5. So, pretty Stanford drive to get us going, unfortunately. Do get a field goal. I don't think we're in range for that, but I'll take it. 1st and 10, we get our next drive underway. Drag is gonna be picked off. Forrest Govner looking for an angle here. But running out of time to get there. Pick 6. Cue up the sad music. Not a good look there from Ahmed. We are trailing then to the Bulldogs on the road. The long season, but we got to get this team really fitted. Coach is really angry at us. It's not our fault. We were open on that play. We'll take it to the field later then. Very much not running plays I would expect from the Stanford Cardinal. Get that block, though. Forrest Govner putting in that work. If you're playing tight end, you got to know how to block. Going to get ourselves in motion here, then hit the flat. I just noticed the tailbone pad, too. Nice throw up the seam, and there's some running room. Good speed. At least facing off against Fresno State. We're going to actually leave the field there after that play. They went a little bit more spread. To the end zone, though, or the red zone. Hopefully the end zone. Receiver didn't see the ball thrown to him. That's great. Get us with a 2nd and 10 then. If we can get over the top of these linebackers here. Or it's an incomplete pass and a quick 3rd and 10. At least inside field goal range, but we want a touchdown. Get that first down from a minimum at least. 1st and goal at the 3. And anything short, we got some slants dialed up here. As we're blocking. And it's fine, we're out of time. First quarter comes to a close. Fresno State in front 7-3. Not much here so far from Forrest Govner. We've put in a few blocks, a couple catches, but really nothing fancy at this point. 2 catches, 24 yards. 1st and goal, though, as we get this quarter opened up. And we're going to lose a couple yards. All right, then. Yeah, not a big fan of this playbook so far. Not what I would have expected with Stanford. A lot of RPO. I mean, they have updated and changed a little bit over the last couple of years. I don't know, was that a scramble? Couldn't even tell you what happened on that play. Either way, we are losing even more yards. We've just been going backwards here, facing a 3rd and goal at the 8. And it's thrown left side, incomplete. Once again, we've got to settle up here. Nothing crazy going our way. We do get the field goal, but we give up a touchdown to Fresno State. We need a touchdown and a 2-pointer to tie. We just can't complete a pass right now. Not a strong beginning here for Forrest Govner. The Cowboy trying to bring some glory back to the Stanford Cardinal. As we look to get a catch here. No, apparently no. Looked like that one was thrown to us, but it didn't let us get that animation. It went straight to the receiver. The 3rd and 10. As we're just kind of being a runoff guy right now. Fumble. And it's recovered, and we are still punting. This is rough, boys. This is rough. We are trailing 21-6 to Fresno State. Was this a bad decision? Can you not have me stick to them? Or force me into them? That'd be great. I thought we got rid of that back in NCAA 13. We're going to get back to it here quickly, though. And he's open. Diving snag. 1st down. You know, a lot of targets go his way. Look to get back to it here. We still have 1 timeout when we want to use it. Got to get at least in a field goal range here. And it's thrown downfield, and it's picked off. That's a bad angle. We're not playing safety. This is looking rough. Let's hit up the sad music one more time to end this first half. Ahmed with multiple interceptions. We've only got 2 catches. Essentially not getting any targets. Did we make the wrong decision? Coach once again is yelling at us. What do you want us to do, Coach? Talk to your quarterback. We take this to the second half at least. We don't give up any points to start the half, but we've got a lot to try to climb out of. Well, at least begin with a catch. Call it 2 there for us. Really nothing flashy. Gonna have to run a lot of hurry up in this one. Get that leverage. Forrest Govner now. He's got some space. Trying to hit that juke move. We did get a +2 with that from Coach. Unable to break ankles, but a big 1st down. Basically doubling our yards in this game. And that's offensive yards in this game. Give me a good ball. Let's go, Forrest Govner. Good block downfield. Now we've definitely doubled. We're picking up some pace here. Go to the run. Give the running back a little bit of some love here. Although, it would be really nice if we could have went with a audible there because I had no one covering us. 2nd and 5. Got a good block in there, though. Definitely changed that, but we've got a touchdown for Forrest Govner. First on the year for the Cardinal and first of his Cardinal career. Is this the corner being turned? Hopefully we're going to see a lot more of those this year. Had to change up the route, though. They were sitting on those curl routes. They left it open. We'll just say that Forrest has gotten the okay to turn some of these routes into option routes. 21-13. We just take the point after. Got at least a little chip on that guy. Sitting at a B+ grade. We are over 100 yards receiving right now. Big swing with that last drive. We get a bit of a block here. We did get a little bit of a block, picking up a couple. 3rd and 3. They're going to pull us off the field, though. They go with a spread look. And I can only assume they got the 1st down. We got a fresh set at the 27, so maybe not. Over the middle here and well behind, though. Looked to probably be a good call from the quarterback to throw that one behind. Didn't see the linebacker front side. 3rd and 10, though. We're back out on the field. Got just a simple drag to work here. I mean, we're tall, but we're not that tall. And I was hyping up this quarterback before we got started here today. He's making me pay for that. Somehow, though, we got the ball way down inside the red zone. So something crazy happened. Get the catch. No, he dropped that? Come on now. Come on, Cardinal. You're better than that. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be a sack. We've got 6 sacks on the day, though. Good defense. Still giving up some points, but I'll take that. 3rd and 17. And it's another sack, plus a injury timeout. Have our lineman a bit banged up. We do go backwards, but at least close enough for a field goal attempt. Right hash. And that one's down the middle. So we once again draw this one closer, but we're just not doing enough here. I expect better. The Stanford Cardinal facing Fresno State, the little brother. As we try to cross, I mean, that's pass interference. You got the first 5 yards to do your little bump coverage, but I was about 10 yards downfield. 2nd and 10 either way. This quarterback is really struggling. Really struggling. His passes are just all over the place. 3rd and 10. Can we try to help him out, get a first down here? Oh, he goes downfield, and it's his 3rd pick of the game. Oh, and we just got clothesline. Forrest Govner. That's going to be a check on the sideline for a concussion, but another pick here for Ahmed. Good news, defense comes through. They're giving us a chance to try to get a lead here in this game. Looks like we're going to go in motion just to set up a block. Considering the sacks we've given up, maybe we need to be doing that. Throws downfield, open sideline, and first down to the 22. And now they're saying potential leg injury there for the quarterback. He's going to have to hit the sideline. Good news, we got 2 quarterbacks that are basically the same player. Carson, how you doing, buddy? Get a good block here, Forrest Govner. Open things up. Gain of 4, and then pull us off the field. All right, then. Got to get it done then on 3rd. We need 4. Maybe don't throw into triple coverage. And we get it here. 4th and 4. Field goal doesn't get us in front, so we're going to look to risk it for the biscuit. Throws downfield and touchdown. Stanford Cardinal. Doing well today, Carson. I appreciate that. Doing better now that we got the lead. Can't lose to the little brother here in the season opener. Going for that 2-point hitter. And too much pass rush. So it's a narrow lead then in the 4th. 22-21. And there it goes, just like that. I wish it showed us a little bit more while we were not on the field, instead of just rapidly getting us to the next spot. 13, though, he's been a heavy target. He's putting in work in the slot. Get back to it. Flipping the field then. On to the right. Thorpe still in that slot. Look to leak out here. Forrest Govner a little bit slow. That's where we're trying to build up on that acceleration. Fortunately, we do lose the same offensive lineman again. We're going to get the flat. And a little chip there. That's how it's designed. Drive the truck, not exactly working out. We're not living up to the Jeremy Shockey legacy yet. But we'll get him to that point, hopefully sooner rather than later. The 2nd and 9. We're back out onto the field. As we'll have it underneath here, but he wanted it even more underneath. So underneath, we don't gain a yard on that play. The 3rd and 9. We trail by 7. As we change up the route again, and he lofts it well outside. Look to be in a double coverage. Looks like we're going to have to settle up for a field goal here. I don't know why you're smiling there, buddy. This has not been a great opener to the season. We do get the ball back, though, with about 2.5 to work with, and it's just a 4-point game now. Ahmed, though, is back in the game, left earlier with an injury. Come back, get that catch. Defender was flying in. Another injury, this time for Fresno State. Now, the quarterback does have some wheels, so we should probably keep that in mind for certain situations. Get a block in here, and we get the edge with Ahmed to about the 50. I would say pretty good job blocking on that one for our guy. Get this ball snapped here before the warning. Thank you. Run this one back inside, or incomplete. Off the field for the next play. We do get the first down, though. Inside 2 to play. Still trailing by 4. As we do cross face. Forrest Govner downfield as we're just outside the 11. Now, this is reminding me very much of that practice we failed. But we're trying to take up time. Don't want to score too early. We definitely missed our block. That's going to be a negative on the play for us. And, yeah, we're getting pulled to the sideline after that. Not great. 3rd and 13. First down is just inside the 2. Take this out to the flat here. Get the catch. Got to get the first down, and we have it down to the 1. Do we trust him, though, with this RPO call? Not too sure we do. I'm going to hold it in here to try to let us choose some clock. And then I'm going to try to call we don't have a timeout. So we can't change it then. Hand this ball off, bud. The hat count inside looks far better than the hat count outside with the screen. I'm trusting you here, Ahmed. Hand the ball off, and he took a sack? How do you take a sack on that? You literally hand the ball off or you throw it quick outside. We're down to 5 seconds. The game comes down to this play. 3rd and goal, 5 seconds on the board. We're at the 5. Cross it over, and we've got the walk-off touchdown with the hops over the cameraman. Play that music. A walk-off touchdown, 1 second to spare, and we had to change that up. They had us well guarded with what that initial play was supposed to be ran. Turned it into a mesh. Stanford Cardinal will look to survive against the little brother Fresno State. Big win here, big win. Not that it's supposed to be a big win, but, I mean, Stanford has basically had to rebuild. We get it done. Forrest Govner, the Cowboy. We got to make sure we do that for our freshman quarterback. We already see it's going to be a little bit of a rough year if we leave these games on his shoulders. But not too bad of a start here for us. 12 catches, a $175, and 2 tutties. Before we move on here, let's look to grab a quick little screenshot here of our boy getting this touchdown. Get any good animations? Or is he going to be way off on the sideline? We'll get it here then. Got to have something to make these thumbnails, right? A little behind the scenes for you. Let's go. All right, to the hub we go back to. No, to the hub we go back to. I don't know why in 27 they slowed down the buttons. Don't know why. I guess maybe that's just a note for me. Maybe I should slow down a little bit. But a good first game for us. That's a big boost there. Coach, a lot more happy. A lot happier. Do need to get healthy there. A little bit of a knock, and we're still potential undrafted? What changed? That just doesn't make any sense. But frankly, EA doesn't. So, it fits. Craig Bender, beat reporter. This is new. Exciting time of the year, isn't it? Stanford enters this season with some high hopes and aspirations. Come to Stanford from the portal and immediately get a starting opportunity. What do you look forward to the most this season? I was going to say winning some games, so let's go playing for the fans. Excited to get back in front of our fans again. Haven't played at the farm yet. Cardinal Nation, we need you to show out this year. Yeah, we need the fans to actually be full. Would be good to see that. Move on to the next week then. Mayor Bachmeyer was showing up there. The good old 2-day Stanford Cardinal. For those who didn't know that, there were 3 brothers. Hank, Bear, well, Hank, Tiger, and Bear. Tiger used to play for the Cardinal. Bear committed to the Cardinal. I think was there for some spring stuff as a freshman, and then transferred immediately to BYU and was the starting quarterback for him last year. Also feel a little bit bad for Hank. Brothers' names are Tiger and Bear, and you're Hank. I'm assuming the father's name is probably Hank. Alice Zimmer, local TV reporter. Jamie Chadwell takes over this program and now prepares for his first year. We do have a new coach. What are your hopes for him this season, and how do you think you'll fit into the system? Express confidence in the coach. Criticize coach. We don't have any reason to criticize him. It's not exactly the scheme we were looking for. When I read spread, I thought it would be a little bit more spread, not beer and shoot. Grant Auto Dealership. What are we looking at? 8-week contract for the cost of 2 energy up front, but we will receive 100 skill points and an extra large boost to leadership. Why not? We didn't really have many of these opportunities last year in 26 with the Mecha KO Day. So let's just take advantage of these. Joe Nelson, right defensive edge. Hey man, going to this concert tonight with this girl and her friends. You want to tag along? Why would we insult? That makes no sense. Agree, try to steal his girl. No, we're going to decline. We already had to spend 2 there for the NIL, so we need to make sure we could get healthy. Quarterback Ahmed, what do you want? Hey, man, are you free this week? My girl just broke up with me. Probably because you threw 3 picks in our season opener. I'm sorry, that was probably an insult to our teammate. With me after taking a girls' trip to Miami. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, you don't date girls that go to Miami, I guess. And I need to do something to take my mind off of her. It was going so well, too. Did it over text. Jesus. DM Antonio's ex. No. Well, we need to get a good rapport going here with our quarterback. Let's spend 1. We need to spend the rest on getting healthy and some more academics. Stanford, got to keep it at a high spot. Do take home the ACC Offensive Player of the Week for Week 1. And National. And National. Let's go. Forrest Govner picking up right where he left off. We're still going here. Cap breaker earned for being named the National Offensive Player of the Week. That's now 9. And we've got 400 points to spend then. Well, let's keep making sure that we're getting better out there. I wouldn't mind another boost here. That is a good boost. Finally going to hit the 80 acceleration. Want to keep working on these hands a little bit. Wouldn't mind some better route running. Not that I'm sure it really matters much, honestly, for us. Because I don't use the stick cuts or anything, which maybe is why we're not getting open all too well. Let's look. Get a boost here to some of these moves. That one's a little too expensive. Nope. A little too much there. That's a big jump. All right. What about juke? No, that's too much too. Break tackle? Nope. Injury? Nope. All right, looks like we're going to have to sit with that. We're up to a 77, though. That's another +1 to our overall. Got to hit some practice. We only have 3 points to spend, so I think it's going to be 1 to health and 2 to academia or academics. Might need to have to flip that, though. We'll see if we can recover the health quickly enough. 60 seconds on the clock. Down 4. We're at the 35. Let's score a touchdown and call it good. Now, that was more the play calls I was looking for. When we unlock the playbook, I think we'll be able to call things a little bit more apt to what Stanford probably should be running. And I think we're pumping in crowd noise. Yeah, we're pumping in some crowd noise here at the practice facility. Govner, run that route the way you're supposed to run it. Thank you. We take it down to about the 11. They say 12. I don't know if I agree with that, but what the refs give us here. Do we have hot routes? We do have hot routes. Change that to an in. But draw down the safety, give him a high-low read with us in 12. Or throw that one outside. That works too. Down to the 1. We're running out of time here, though. We got less than 10 seconds. Snap the ball, please. Snap the ball, please. And he throws the pick. Ahmed, this is why your girl went to Miami. We get negative 20K for that. Game still needs to fix that. Will they ever do that? I doubt it. Bit unfortunate. Weekly agenda. Do again want to focus on the health first. And that took it all the way. That's what I like to see. We're going to spend these then on the academics. I'm at a 2.8. Would like that to be a bit higher. We finished last year, I believe, with a 4.0. And now we play Florida State. So we struggled against Fresno State. So for our quarterback, it's not exactly Miami, but it's close enough. And he gets some revenge on his girl for breaking up with him via text while she was on a trip to Miami. I do have to feel bad for him. I mean, that's a tough go. Do we have the, okay, there it is. About to say, where's the white script? Give us a little bit of some more color here, a little bit of the red pant. Call that good. Let's head to the field then, and of course, with that, we are going to pause up that music. We're going to get this face on out of here. No one needs to see that when there's football to be played. Still waiting for our first home game, but for now, we go to the other side of the country to face number 8, Florida State. The Seminoles at home look to dominate the Stanford Cardinal. After a rough opener to the season, it took Forrest Govner with a 1 second to spare touchdown to see them by the Bulldogs. It's really the battle of opposites here. Really nice looking stadium though. Entry does look clean. I like that they incorporated a little bit more of the away team as well. Now, Will say I don't watch too many Florida State games. I thought they spiked that into the center field before the Seminoles take the field. Is that wrong or is that right? Carson, appreciate the good luck there. We're going to need it. Apparently we're watching a play here of offense. Or their offense. And it starts exactly how I would imagine, just right up the seam. And that is an easy marching touchdown for the Seminoles. We're going to have to make sure we're hitting on every drive we get. Start with a spread look. Forrest Govner. It's that zig. Not much to do. We're going to gain 5 yards somewhere. Anybody yardage is better than none. Another quick throw. We're playing a little bit of that hot potato ball. Normally not a big fan of that. Every now and then it's needed for running a little bit more of the RPO style, but we're not calling that here. We get that plenty in the other series. Oh, come on now, Ahmed. How are you going to underthrow that one? That was about 10 yards past where that defender was. Maybe we need to hype him up a little bit. Tell him that his ex-girl is dating the safety or something. Get that block. Well, you know, we gave him enough time there. No one said we were a good blocker. We definitely didn't tell Stanford that. They saw the tape. First and 10, though, inside the 20. Or actually just outside the 20. Excuse me, tackle. I do need some room to actually get out on my route. And we lose 3. We seemingly do that a lot. All right, slip under there. Hit it quick, or you know what? I'll take that. Good hands downfield. First and goal for us down at the 8. Got to go a little quick with it here. Going to be a little bit delayed to the outside. It's incomplete the other way. We'll say we might need to upgrade our release or something here because we are very slow off the line. That'll be something we need to check on. We're definitely losing that first step. We're not getting much of a step here with the line either. So 3rd and goal. These are the options you were going to give me? They're horrific. At least give ourselves the crosser here. And lofted back corner and away. So a decent drive there at least. We'll look to end with 3 on the board for us. Defense has been holding ever since that first drive that we allowed them to just march. Get ourselves on the corner. And they're going to the oppo corner. There's no one seemingly getting open with this offense. And we're going to get pulled with a 3rd and 10. And there's the score for Florida State. 14-3. Start by attacking the seams here. Get some loft on the pass. Oh, the sad music. 4 interceptions for Ahmed in less than 6 quarters of play. You just got to put some touch on these passes. And that's something I don't think the CPU does. Now, we tried to help us out last year by switching to this view, so we're going to try that again here. Just to try to help out our quarterback. Make sure he's getting a good read. We got nothing but space outside here. Our first catch of the game comes with just about 3.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Snap the ball, bud. Thank you. We're really just getting slammed in at the line. Maybe that's a good thing. It'll help out our quarterback with a little bit more protection time if they're blitzing. On the cross. And it's a drop. Come on now, Forrest. Do the +5 there at least for a good route. And we get the first down while we're off the field. Hey, I'll take that. Give our quarterback a little bit of a option here. Got the speed. The passing has been rough, so let's maybe try to help him out a little bit. As he's got good run here, about 9 yards. We'll hit the 2-minute breather here, though. Coach wants to go with a run. We'll incorporate that a little bit here. I wouldn't mind taking up all the time here. We're down 21-3 again. Just noticed that. Get a block there. Let's go, Forrest. Jalen Dupree. That name does sound familiar. Do we have him in the Kent State series? And that's going to be a touchdown. Corner safety bit down. It left Thorpe wide open for that touchdown. Get our first touchdown of this game. Bite back into it. Did we leave the Seminoles, though? Too much time. Be a minute 42 left in this half, and they do tack on points. On top of that, it looks like they also... They just had 21. How did they get 10 points that quickly? Did we throw a pick and they got another field goal before half? Because this is the first play of the second half. Are we really that poor that we're letting that happen? Come on now. Did we expect this to be a close game? Not exactly, but I would still like to see us compete. Still a long game in front of us, though, as we take it right up the seam. Just got to beat their blitzes. Get the pass out clean. Ahmed can't really hold on to this ball more than about 2 seconds. That works. 5 the other way. See how he handles a triple option. 3-man front here for Florida State. And up and over. That's a new animation. Normally only see that in WWE. Try to help push him to get that first down. It's 4th and inches. Do we not have a normal run anywhere in this set? Just gonna have to go with the split. And we're the split. Get a good block there. Get the first down, Dupree. You better give us that forward progress, and indeed we do. We're still trailing 21 points here. We need all we could get. Oof, crushing hit over the middle. Wouldn't have been the pass I would have went with. The 2nd and 10. They're crowding the line here. And that's going to, yeah, not a good play call for us. We should have went with something else on that one. 3rd and 19. Got to at least get into field goal range here. Pass is caught. Broken tackle, and it's definitely field goal range. 4th and 4. Coach, though, says go for it. I like that, Coach. The hard count, nothing for free. Let's sit with that first down. That's all we need. Once again, we're changing these plays around a little bit to help try to make sure we get it done. 1st and 10 at the 13. This time he squeezes it into a tight gap, and there's the power we're looking for. Play the touchdown celebration music. It's at least one in both games to start the season. Forrest Govner dragging an offender the last about 2-3 yards. That's what you learn in Wyoming. Now, we still have a lot to try to dig ourselves out of here. Defense, though, picks us up a stop. 31-17 midway through the 3rd. As there's a lot of confusion up front. Passes out. Would have been better if it was dropped. I'm going to stick with a lot of these crossers here. Florida State, they're backing up a little bit. Oh, come on, Ahmed. You got to get that one out. 3rd and 10. Got to pick up the first here. And early movement. Who they're going to get shifting first? Of course, it's us. Williams, the big man. Backing us up 5. None of these really seem like a great option to try to beat the downage. 3rd and 15. Single high safety. As we do find the soft spot in coverage. Nothing more, nothing less. Just trying to find a way to keep us alive here. Pass back other side, and you got to hold on to that. That one's close to a fumble. Good news for us, they don't call it a fumble. 2nd and 10. Look to set up a halfback screen here. We might have put the bigger hit in on our teammate. I was trying to get a last-moment block there. Instead, we blew up our running back. Friendly fire apparently turned on here. 3rd and 5, though. 39. Please hit the... Okay, you know what? That one works, too. I was going to say hit the drag. It was wide open, but we'll take the first. Beggars can't be choosers, and in this game, we are the beggars. Trying to find a way back to level. Throws outside. Thorpe again with a good sideline catch. He's looking impressive out there. Ahmed, got to keep this up here. You've cleaned up your game a little bit. We need more of that. Quick off the snap. Hit that fire. Read the blitz. First down here for us, Govner. Perfectly ran route. I don't know if that's exactly the case, but hey, I'll take the props. Throws up the seam, and it's incomplete. We were right there. 2:22 to go here in the 3rd. It is 31-17, and we've got about a red zone trip here for the Cardinal. Turn this one up. Get the catch, backpedal into the end zone. Another one for Forrest Govner. $134 on the day as well, as we are fighting our way back into this one. Not a whole lot of crowd noise, I will say, coming in. It's pretty quiet. Now we just need a little bit more here from the defense. And they give up the score, so we are still chasing them. We'll have just over a quarter. Once again, try to get a comeback. Quick throw, and it's caught for us, Govner. 10 receptions for us in this one. Until we find ourselves with a lead, it's hurry up the whole time. You know, I appreciate the step up there, Ahmed, but you got to run. You looked like you were just kind of jogging out there. A little bit of some lollygagging, if you ask me. Ooh, big hit over the middle. That's going to have to be a punt. Come on, defense. Don't let us go down by 21 again. They get the stand. Let's go. And we get the ball to the short field, too. Starting at the plus side 43. And back at the other side 48. Oh, they give us at least a little forward progress there at the 50. 3rd and 15. A hard count, nothing free. Get a loft on it. Come on now, bud. We're running out of time. And this one is definitely not looking good now. Florida State once again up 21 points. Actually, yeah, 21 points. Ahmed, he chucks this one downfield, and it is incomplete. No, we were close, but we just couldn't quite pull off a couple big drives. Would like to stay on our feet there. We're short of the first down. Oh, 3rd and 1. It's 4-down territory the rest of the way, though. Take that one outside with some yardage. A little bit of some awkward running animations there coming from Forrest Govner. Changed it up a little bit here. We've got under 4 minutes, approaching about 3.5 minutes. That pressure's just been unrelenting today. Technically, though, it has still been a better game for Ahmed. Come on now. I try to give you some props, and then you throw the ball straight into the defender. You just got to be glad that that man ate a bucket of popcorn before taking the field. He pulled a Brucey. I got to incorporate a few movie references every now and then, all right? Make sure we got ourselves a route. Doesn't really matter what we're running. We're just going to run something. Excuse me. Wide open here, bud. Thank you. Oh, I was hoping for that big hit on the sideline. Come on now. Coach really wants the quarterback to run it here, or at least potentially run it here. And I'm just, rolling on the ground in front of Dupree. I tried to get a block on the man right in front of me, but the guard stole it from me. He was supposed to block down, making me look weird out here. Solid line, solid. Gotta love the good old 2-second sack. Not even 2 seconds, 2 millisecond sack. Pass back, Thorpe. We'll have at least a little bit there. Injury timeout. One of the big men here for Florida State. Why would we look to run? It's 4th and 3. We haven't ran well against this team. Gotta at least get the first down here. It's close. Are you kidding me? Not giving us the first down on that? Some home field cooking, Coach. You got to challenge that. And they're going to make us watch it, too. Come on, defense, get the safety. I don't think they're getting the safety. That looked like a first down to me. You guys leave your thoughts on that. I thought we had it. We'll at least still have a shot here to try to get something for the road. 30 seconds, a few timeouts in this back pocket of ours. Get that catch, get down. Let's call a timeout there. We don't need to do the hurry up stuff right now. We got the timeouts. Let's utilize it. Please run the route the way you're supposed to, Forrest. Really just adding some stats right now. 237 for us receiving. And still, it wasn't enough today. And we're technically not done. We could get another touchdown here. And we're going to get that touchdown, too. We'll play the music one more time before we play the sad music here in just a moment. 245, 18 receptions, a multitude of touchdowns. Forrest Govner is putting everything he can out there for the Stanford Cardinal. Just needed our defense to not give up 45 points in this one. There it is. Play the sad music. It's our first loss. We do not upset the 8th-ranked Florida State Seminoles. We gave up 24 points in the second quarter. That's just absolutely ridiculous. That's almost the amount of points that Forrest had, though. Tight end putting in work. We'll look to get back to it then. I'm hoping we are taking this to the farm next. Would be nice. Let's get that background music going here. We'll bring my face in for these practices and whatnot. A double level up. And now they're considering us as a 7th round selection. Just borked. Anthony Rodriguez, student newspaper. We were getting pummeled. You were getting pummeled out there? You sure about that? Did that pass rush start affecting you even when it didn't get to you? I'm sorry, did you watch the game? We had 245 receiving yards and 3 or 4 receiving touchdowns. Sure, that's on me. We'll take a brand hit there. Sure. The leadership increase. You're right. I should have had about 300 receiving out there. 5 touchdowns. We set a single game record for the Stanford Cardinal in receptions. And we were getting pummeled out there, according to the student newspaper. Isn't that fitting, though? Another record for ACC single game receptions. Our boy continues to set some records. Get another cap breaker there for over 200 receiving. Another cap breaker, I believe. No. Max overall increased to 90. I mean, we're making good headway here. Clear-headed upgrade to platinum. One of these is supposed to help our quarterback. I don't remember which one it is, but get a play count increase. How about you just give me the playbook at this point? That's when we really started to get things done in that Emeka KO Day series. We'll hop over to the next week. Looks like we'll have some more points to spend as well. Coach, very pleased. Where do we have... Excuse me, I was looking at that. I mean, it looks like we are still a pretty good distance away from unlocking that playbook, so we got to just keep grinding right now. Got to keep on grinding. Forrest Govner, ACC Player of the Week, and give me the National as well. That'll be another cap breaker for us. And maybe you don't actually have to spin the cap breaker. It just unlocks how much you can actually develop, perhaps? I'm not sure. We'll find that out at some point. We're just shy of 300 points to spend. And I wanted to get a little bit stronger here. Get that stiff arm up a little bit. We could not quite max out our speed. Not quite with that one either. Can get ourselves a bit healthier. That might be important. We'll do that. We're up to a 78 now. We're making some good headway with these upgrades. We are 1 away from maxing out our current speed. And that's based off the Jeremy Shockey legend build or legendary build or whatever they call it. Get ourselves into practice too. Yeah, I don't know why it went from a, we're just going to say 3rd round pick to, hey, I'm transferring undrafted. That was weird. 3rd down and 3. That's a weird way of writing that, but we're just going to look to keep the drive alive here. We have 8 reps. We're looking for a 1st down per play. I would not call any of those. Just give me some simple meshes. What works the best. Legal pick plays. And that's a fail. Come on now. No hot potato ball here, Ahmed. Close to the marker. We do get the 25 or 250 points there, so I'm going to assume that counted. And some more hot potato ball. Not a lot of meshes. Only 4 mesh plays in this whole playbook. Do hold on to that one, though. More yardage on it, too. Run some Texas. Ooh, bad throw. There was a window, but not the way that pass was thrown. Excuse me. Can we at least get bronze here, boys? I'd appreciate at least getting bronze. A little truck stick action in there. There we go. We got bronze earned. Last play. Let's look to stretch this one, perhaps. Wide open. Dude. Man. Yeah, Ahmed is not looking great. You know, hard to say I would build a program around him, but we do get another upgrade there at least. Do have NC State that haven't won a game yet this year. Make sure we're healthy. Make sure we're conditioned. Leadership is looking great. Did a couple academics, get that in 2 degrees. We do have 2 more we could look to spend here. We're going to spend it with the brand, because that bar is going up so much. Very accurate, we'll say. You'll be ineligible to earn... It's fine. I'm playing offline for a reason. We still have not played a single home game. We take the face out of here. We'll pause up that music. Can we get a bounce back game here? We struggled against Fresno State. We nearly found a way through. Is that supposed to be a Red Riding Hood god there with the wolf? But as I was saying, did struggle a little bit there against Fresno State. Came alive late to pick up the win. Showed signs of some good against Florida State, but we just couldn't turn that corner. I would like a full showing here on the road facing NC State. Great, we are already down. Just took them about a minute to find their first score. 7-0 is where we begin. Not the best zig route, and already a sack. Garrett McVeigh. All right, we're going to go with this view too. Going to help us out a little bit. Under pressure again, and down we go again. This time it's a loss of 7. We need 23 yards for a first down here. I think we need to invest in some offensive line. You know, we picked up a good chunk there. Almost 18, 19 yards, and we're still short of the first down marker. And we're now down 14-0. You know what I said like 2 seconds ago about getting a good fresh start and looking for a good game all the way through? Oof, big hit. We held on to that, though. Look at our boy. Forrest the Cowboy Govner. Maybe at some point we update that to the sheriff. All right. Really late release on Govner's side, but it does at least pick up some yardage. We get pulled off the field, and it looks like it goes a little bit back and forth. Still 14-0. Got about a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. And we got some running room up the sideline here. Looking for that truck stick. I don't know what exactly happened there. One player gets trucked, then trucks the other man, and Forrest Govner and the defender both end up on the ground. Wasn't looking to go in motion, but sure. Turn this into a little bit of a levels concept. Oh, good play there, 2-3. I don't know if you guys caught that, but he got his hand in between us, our body at least, and the ball. Help rip that one out. 2nd and 10 then. We got some running room here. Tries that spin move, taken down about the 16-yard line. Got to get this ball into the end zone here. Dupree, he's got a running lane and a whole lot of space out left side. Touchdown, Cardinal. A good thing he didn't have to gain 1 or 2 more yards on that to get the touchdown, because he did not look to be a burner. But it gets the job done, 14-7. Looking at the 14 and the 7 at the same time, and there you go, 17. Look for something quick on the cross. Maybe if I waited a split second more on that, we might have been able to actually hit the corner. All right, Brown. Let's get you on the edge around here, see if we could open up some space. Nope, our tackle does not. Really bad job there securing the edge. We've got a 3rd and 7. Will you stop sending me in motion? And lofting this one away downfield and incomplete. Injury timeout. Down is Ahmed. He's still feeling it with his girlfriend. Sad situation. I guess ex-girlfriend. She did send our boy, the Cowboy, a DM, but he chose not to respond. And that was when we were in Florida State. It was after the game. She tried to meet up. He said no. Can't do Ahmed like that. Been a rough start for this redshirt freshman quarterback. There we go. Open him up. Try to get that block. I was looking for a cheap shot. A little kneecap action on 2-3. Probably a good thing we didn't hit on that. It'd be a bad rap here for Forrest Govner. He's going to become the sheriff, not the bandit. Well, we'll take all this space, though. Forrest Govner all the way down inside the 15. We turn the post into a little bit of a oblong streak route. Back of the end zone. Oh, you kidding me, Ahmed? That's it. We're DMing the X. Give me the pop-up again. We'll make the other decision. Oh, had a chance to tie the game there. Instead, we're backed up inside our own 5. Just get the pass out. Just get it out. I'll take the 1-yard gain there versus what looked to surely be a safety coming in. Way outside, Ahmed. You got to throw an accurate pass, my guy. You're technically a P4 starting quarterback. Throws out to the running back. Fight forward. First down, they say, for the Cardinal. Let's run something quick. I don't think I agree with that. Back to the line. Snap it, Ahmed. Chucking this downfield. Thorpe has a step, but the ball comes in about a step and a half behind. This quarterback is really keeping this offense back. Throws out to the running back. Dupree's got maybe 1. Let's say this. No one's breaking tackles. You know, it's just whatever space you have before the defender meets you. Right up the seam. Keep it going here. We are inside 2 to play in the first half, trailing a touchdown. I'd like to tie this thing up before the break. Oh, Govner, you're not going to get her to respond with your DM if you drop that one. And now we've got next to no time remaining, somehow. A lot of time lost. We still have 3 timeouts, though. 1st and 10. Are you joking me, Ahmed? You're so lucky that guy doesn't have hands. 2nd and 10 as they back off into coverage here. Take this one up the seam. I'm just going into space at this point. The routes are just an illusion as they pull us off the field. No, I'm on the field. I'm up there inside slot. What are we doing? Ahmed throws underneath. We call a timeout. Thank you. Got 8 seconds on the board. Got to take a shot here, coach. Got to take a shot here. Out on the outskirts of field goal range. Go quick left. That will at least get us into range. I was hoping for a second or two to run off the clock. We'll call it with the 3. Got to at least tack on something here to close out the half. Not a great way to manage the clock there for us. Seems like things got a little bit weird when it pulled us off the field. But we do jump into the second half. It's a 4-point ball game. NC State had to punt away after their first drive. And once again, we were about to find some space, but the pressure is just too quick. We're kind of going to have to avoid, I feel like, any sort of play action. Want to stay on your feet here, bud. Injury timeout once again. The same man. Got to wrap that guy up in some bubble wrap. I know we just said we're going to avoid some play action here, but play action. And he's opened up the seam, spinning by. That's going to be a Cardinal lead here in the third quarter. We haven't got to say that yet this year. With a point after, make it 17-14 Cardinal. And here come the Wolfpack. They tie this game up. Might keep an eye over there on Brown. Looks like he might have a good option. Or give me that crosser. Well, you know, the angle maybe not great there. Quarterback put some loft behind that one, put it on an arc. Could have made something happen. We're going to make something happen here, though, by midfield and tracked down as we cross the Oppo 40. 284 yards throwing for Ahmed. 208 of those all going to your boy, the Cowboy, Forrest Govner. At least we're still putting up a lot of big plays. How do we have 208 yards and only a B-plus teammate grade? And that's going to be a sack. At least he threw out of it. That was a free rush the whole way. That count not bad here. They do go with the bubble, but he just spins right into the defender. Lackluster RPO leads to 3rd and 13. Really not getting anything free on these. Yeah, changing that route entirely. Get the first down here for us. Govner. Injury timeout as another offensive lineman. Happens pretty regularly. The 1st and 10 of the 26. And it's going to be a handoff because I did not get out on my route, that's for sure. We got a face mask call here? It looks like it. Tack on the 15. That should have us down pretty close. I'll mark it at the 10. Looking for that go-ahead score here. Stanford Cardinal. Ooh, high pass. Come on, Ahmed. If anything, you rocket that thing in low. Still don't have any audibles, which is unfortunate. Over the middle. Try the truck stick there. We at least get a little bit closer. Give ourselves this flat release. I don't know who Bond is. I would like 12 out there. That is Bond. Okay. And him on the slant. He can't hear me. Slant, bud. Slant. 3rd and 12. Or 3rd and 2. We've got the points, though. Quick hitter for Forrest Govner. I believe we have already matched, if not surpassed, our touchdown total from last season. Coming in hot here is a Stanford Cardinal, racking up yards, racking up points. If only we were racking up wins. We do get in front of NC State here. Looking to keep them without a win on the season. We do jump forward here, closing in to the start of the 4th quarter, but still a little bit of some change left on that clock. We start at the 19. I got an idea. Don't run straight at a defender. I don't know how you put that into the code, but it's just a thought. You get the first down there to close out the third quarter. It's 2:46 on the day for Forest. Are we calling for the ball every time? I mean, probably. But here's the thing. We can't let our quarterback hold on to that ball for more than 2 seconds. 9 rushing yards. We might need to look to get the run established here. Perhaps a bit more in the fourth. Well, let's look for a run play then to get us going. Got to block that backside edge. Chop him out. A massive, massive shin breaker there. That's where we're going to get the bad rep and turn into the bandit instead of the cowboy. For a little weak side dive here. Good run there from Dupree. See what happens when you don't run straight at the defenders? We can do coach adjust. So they did fix that. That's great. We'll start chewing some clock here in the fourth. Just let it roll on down as we continue with what we hope to be a promising, strong drive. Dupree, he gets outside. He follows our block. You know, I understand looking to get perhaps a bit more there. But also, just get the first down that's right in front of you. Instead of cutting out, try to cut in. Block does stop at the down lineman, though. 2nd and 4. It's Dupree, once again, trying to follow behind us. He does get about a yard. I'm going to look for a little play action now. Bond could be a good option here for you, Ahmed. Or go quick over the middle. We don't get it done. Only about a yard gained there. Because we had to come back to that ball. That's a bit unfortunate. Don't do it to me here, game. Don't do it. Tie ball game. They did it. They did it. We all knew it was coming. Halfway then through the fourth. Or a little bit before halfway. Good check down. Get the fullback involved. Gain of 5. Go the dive here. Good with that. Look for a little bit more balance in the fourth. Good run, Dupree. First down, Cardinal. Shouldn't have gone hurry up there. Do look to flip it, though. Oh, Dupree. Got to make that man miss in the gap. We are sitting with a medium chance of injury right now, so we are definitely feeling the wear and tear of 248 yards. Can't quite get the block there. Not that he was the man that made the tackle. Dupree seems to be feeling it as well. 3rd and 3. A hard count. No one jumps. Take this one back inside. Got to get that first down. That's what matters the most. We could let the clock run here too. I mean, if we get a field goal to walk this game off, I'm fine with that. Risky throw backside. We've really been attacking their linebackers, though, throughout the day. A lot of crossers, but the running game involved here in the last couple drives. Turn it up. Forrest Govner with yet another big play. Has us lined up dead center. Now I would not mind going back to some chewing the clock. Just give me a normal run here. Why do we got to do all this fancy stuff? We don't need all this fancy stuff now. Good chop block there. Dupree with some running room down the center. Marked down at about the 11. 8 carries, 57 yards for him. Should take us inside the 2-minute breather. Cardinal looking for that go-ahead score. And leaving NC State with little to no time remaining. Running back 2 checks in. He spins into the defender. That is Bates, I believe. They're not electing to call their timeouts right now. Risky. Well, we got a great double on that guy, and we don't get by him. Third and 5. First down is about at the 1.5-yard line. No count, no one jumps. It is incomplete. Forrest gets rocked as he attempts to catch that ball. We're going to watch here. Go-ahead field goal shot. This one just inside the left hashes. There's a little bit of an angle on it. Almost blocked, but it is good. Cardinal do take the lead. Now we just need our defense to hold it. This is where it'd be nice to have a track ready for some dramatic music time. But we're going to try to watch here. We're sitting just underneath 300 yards. Don't you do this to me. Nearly a kick 6 for the Wolfpack. They do have 2 timeouts, a field goal to tie, a touchdown for the lead. As they hand this ball off, that's not going to go for much of anything, about a yard at most. Jaden Scott, 109 yards rushing, 14 carries. I understand why you might look to go to him. Throwing lofted and almost into the Gatorade cooler. Those leave 3rd and 9. 55 seconds on the clock. Defense backing up. NC State throws, though, underneath. First down, gain. Not much more. Mark him down at about the 46-yard line. They only have 1 timeout remaining. They go with a run. It is denied at the line. They do not call that timeout there. They probably need about another 20, 25 yards for a field goal attempt. Throws underneath, and that'll pick up 3 at most. 3rd and 7. 4-down territory, obviously, here. A lot of time in the pocket. He steps up. He throws. It's picked off. Cardinal look to end this one. This might be a pick 6. Looking for a 2-score lead. Stanford Cardinal. Jimmy Villanueva. A 56-yard pick 6 and a 2-score lead with 16 seconds to spare. Now we could go ahead and get this one to the end. That's why it pays off sometimes to watch these. Forrest Govner also looks a solid 3 to 4 feet taller than everyone else on the sideline. We'll bring this one to a close. Stanford Cardinal get it done. A win to start their season 2-1. Forrest Govner with yet another impressive performance. Trying to just will this team down the field time and time again. We are about an hour and a half into things here today. I think we could get ourselves through another couple of games. Might be a little bit more of a chill one this week. There's the phone. Let me take a look at that schedule we have coming up. I know it is busy. Yeah, it looks like we might be able to squeeze in a late one next Sunday. Or we might do that on Saturday instead. It'll be a little bit earlier. We'll probably go with Saturday for our next one. And we went down? Kind of hard to tell, but it looks like we went down a little bit. How? If a tight end was putting in this work, they're immediately drafted. Another record set. This time it's receiving yards. Our boys here to make some big plays. More records. Records after records for Forrest Govner. There's another one, ACC single game reception record. So we just keep extending our own record there. More cap breakers. NC State, a rough start for them, 0-3. I believe that was our first ACC game, too, if I'm not mistaken. Coach, yeah. Coach going to be pretty happy. Doing pretty well, though, at keeping ourselves healthy, which is nice. God will. Wanted to quickly say that we've appreciated your hard work and dedication so far this season. You've been everything right. Excellent example for other players. Coach, you appreciate it. Confident answer. Well, we do, Coach. Mary Porter, first big test of the year coming up. I would like to get us off to the right start here. Again, Stanford, high academic school. Let's spend some time studying for that. Also a bye week, too, so it's a great time. Great time for that. Get ourselves healthy. Do a little bit of some conditioning. And we'll hit the books a little bit more. That's a good off week. Still going to do some practice. We also got to upgrade ourselves too here. We're sitting at 259. Now, we did have one new practice type today. What do we got here? Lead a scoring drive with only passes. So nothing new, but we have done it before. Worked out pretty well for us. I like to pretty much just call passing anyway. Go backside. Doesn't matter if we catch it. Anyone can catch it. We just cannot run the ball. Got that, Ahmed. No scrambling here. Good loft on that one. Where's that been whenever we've asked for a deep ball? Normally he throws those about 10 yards short. And swatted at the line. Every now and then the big boy's got to make some plays out there too. Throws to the running back. Would have been cool for a nice double pass there. There are no down and distances, just current play numbers. Good loft. Get us some more points on that board. Do like some good crossers. Meshes, crossers. Where my passing attack thrives. Another catch. Got to get this ball into the end zone. I think you might get a bonus if you score quicker. Also need to make sure we don't throw a pick. That would end this one. Get a good block there then. We set that one up. Get ourselves a silver. I'll take it. I'll take it. Close to now 300 upgrade points. We'll go to the next week just to see in case we get any more. I don't think we would. But wouldn't be against it. Or yes, we do. We got that background music going. Close to our next upgrade here. It just looks like more plays to choose from. And Mary Porter, B+. Not bad. I'll take it. Small bump there to the GPA. From Holes, free safety. I just saw on my feed that you made the Heisman watch list. Watch out now, boys. Tight end trying to win it. You know what? I'm going to go win it too. No way I'm not coming home with it after this year. Sophomore tight end. We've never heard of that. Heffernan, offensive coordinator. I've got some time this week. If any of the tight ends want some extra work in. Sure. Release footwork and handwork. +5 release for our upcoming game. Talked about that being a little bit sluggish for us. Adrenaline activated. I believe we upgraded that up to a platinum at this point. SMU is up next. And we did get more points. We're sitting just shy of 350. So can we even upgrade our release? We can upgrade our release. I think we should probably look into doing that a little bit. will get us maxed out there with speed. Can't quite get another upgrade in with that. Get a little bit of an upgrade in there. We're going to upgrade that way. Big boost here to our release. It will be playing at a 80 with that. So we should be getting off the line a lot quicker. Now, we said we were in the Heisman candidacy list here. Let's take a peek at that. Indeed, we are at the bottom here. Obviously, that was during a bye week, so we do move down a little bit. But we have Keelan Russell, Alabama quarterback, Bryce Underwood, LSU quarterback, and Kashawn Henderson, another quarterback, OU. A whole lot of red on this board outside of one very much not. Let's see, sitting at about an hour 40 today. I think we'll see how quick this next game goes. And if it is a longer one, we may call it after that one. Get us a good bite, though, into the season. 10 plays, starting from the 5-yard line, get a tutty. Or score as many as we can, something like that. From the 5, let's get some points on the board. Ooh, he got clotheslined. We're going to lose points for that. Love it. Let's go. There's a touchdown, though, to bounce back. Again, like, why we lose points there for the quarterback getting sacked doesn't make any sense to me. Guessing why, because maybe no one got open. Give me another one, though. Sitting with the bronze right now. What's even better is we don't really have to worry about these quarterback battles anymore. Position starting battles anymore. Because those got us a couple times. Dropped. There was one time with Wyoming we nearly had it. Quarterback took a sack, and because of that, we didn't get the starting spot. Good catch on the opposite side. We got a silver. 5 reps remaining to get that gold. And we held on to it. There's the gold with the 9K points. Obviously, we can still lose some points. So let's not do anything dramatic here. But we should be pretty good with that one. We're going to wrap out this practice and look to get another win on the season. Dropped over the middle. Change up the play calls. Give me a Texas here. Ooh, close to fitting that one in. Not quite. And he's going to get sacked, but that's fine. We hold on to the gold nonetheless. Good practice rep for us. Again, we need those to go well, even at this stage that we're the starter, so we can get even closer to one upgrading, which is always nice. We got $1.63 to use before we jump into this game. But getting this moved forward here, because I want to unlock that playbook and actually get us running a proper offense. 2 more things before we jump into this game. Do want to make sure we're working on these hands too. Wouldn't mind a little bit more spec catch in there. Don't carry as much about the carrying. Hasn't been a problem up to this point. Cross your fingers, knock on wood. Man. Can't even do that one. We'll just upgrade that for now. We'll hold on to those 33. We are now a 79 overall. 3 points to spend here for our week. Let's spend one more there in academics or degrees, or yeah, they do call it academics. We'll spend a couple here in influencer. Moving it up very small. Small little bits at a time. That's fine. We're not trying to unlock any mascots right now. Got our first home game, though. No crowd pattern? Sure about that? First game home. I'm feeling like we go all Cardinal. Next home game, we'll go with the blackout. Let's take that face on out of here. Let's pause up that music. We've done a good job at keeping track of that today. And let's get things started on the farm as we welcome out SMU. Got ourselves an ACC after dark game. Just seems weird to say that. Miss the good old Pac-12 days. Tree out there. Good full crowd, too, for the home opener. Not too often you see the farm packed like this of late, but these people have bought into the play of your Heisman candidate tight end, sophomore Forrest the Cowboy Govner. Coach getting us hyped up, 2 on the sideline. 2-1 record. I'd like to move that to 3-1. As we are underway at the farm. And it will be returned. SMU will get stopped up shy of the 20. And a quick stop from the defense as well. All right, now I feel like we should make sure we're incorporating a little bit of the run game early. That'll help out the passing game. Especially if we could get a good block in here or ish. Great block, good block. It's all a bit of an opinion, right? That one probably not good. Or great. This one lofted out to Dupree. He's going to fight for another yard. So he's got 1 receiving, 1 rushing, and we head off the field. 4th and inches. Yeah, coach, we're going for this one. You got to be running this one to the left. We fail our chop block, but Dupree gets it done. First down here for the Cardinal. Now, can we take advantage of that? We hustle back up to the line here. A little bit borked on this screen, but it is a passing play. Loft it. Forrest gets the catch down inside the 30. I want to get this game started hot and quick here for the Cardinal. I'm going to get pulled off the play maybe for celebrating a little too much. What about some tight end screenage? Incorporate a little something new here. Hot potato pass. Only for 1. Again, you got to let some of these plays develop a little bit. You got to let them breathe. And it's a field goal apiece as we next hit the field. So we do get 3 on that last drive, but it is answered by SMU. Quick out to Dupree. He breaks a tackle. Ends up getting a good shot in on him from the guy we were trying to block to keep him away from him. Well, it's 2nd and 7. Hit that quick back inside. We just shook that man. Check his ankles, coach. As we scoot this ball down to the 25-yard line, can we look for a quick hitter here? If we could get reset back up at the line. 2, 1. He does snap the ball in time. Lofted double coverage, and it does hit the turf. Almost Cardinals able to get some points on the board there to close out the quarter, but it is still 3-3. Cardinal will have the ball to start the second quarter. However, we have not converted a 3rd down yet. So maybe an emphasis of focus for us. Not what I wanted to do, actually. Bring me back in here. That was a joke. Get that cut back a little bit quicker there, Dupree, would be nice. We'll go with the Texas. Got to split these safeties, maybe get that inside leverage. Hit it. There we go. Not a clean route, I would say. They say it's a good route. I say it was a weak route, but it works on the same. SMU calls a timeout. A little bit early for that, I would think. And that one's not going to get the job done. Weak block there from the starting left guard. Got a little bit of an RPO drawn up here. Bond going to come over. That's definitely jumping early. No penalty given. And you know what? We fell down, but it still helped open it up because everyone had to go around us. That works. Bond with the touchdown. Cardinal with the lead. You guys are enjoying things around here today, and if you haven't already, make sure you do hit that bear icon down the bottom right corner or the subscription button down below to try to encourage our kicker to make the point after. He missed. It was 9-3 now. Get that catch and secure it. First down with a quick throw. Technically, though, we are a spread offense, so we should be running hurry up here after we pick up a decent little bit on first down, or really any play you pick up some yardage. That is the initial intended purpose of spread offenses. Might turn this into a bit of a wheel route. Slant back, other side, close to the mark, and we will have it. Living our best life as a wannabe running back right now. Green pass the other way, blockers in front, 22 runs into 22. Are you kidding me right now? That should have been a gain of about 20. Oh, wow. Classic EA. Second and 7. A hard count there. Sit over the middle here, get that first down, and then speed right back up. We've been working on that acceleration. Pays off there with our 6th catch of the game. $1.06 for us so far. Dupree! That might have been a horse collar. No penalty for that, though, apparently. Just a gain of 7. Well, you know, not our best job blocking. Kind of got swam by there. He secures the tackle at about the line of scrimmage. Let's make up for it here. 3rd and 2. We motion over. And tracked down from the backside. They're going to pull us off the field. Oh, we missed a point after earlier. Can we at least hit the field goal? That we do. SMU does as well. Today's a 6-point ball game, as we've got a 2-minute drive here. Holy airmail. I don't know where he was going with that one, but it was nowhere close to us. Well, maybe if you broke that tackle, I could have helped you out of the block. Not quite. Timeout is called. Looks like SMU wants a chance to get that ball back. I don't like a lot of these play calls. More of an aggressive play caller myself, so I'm not looking to run the ball here. That wouldn't make much sense. 3rd and 11. They motion out. Send it outside, and we almost have it, but we did have to fight through a lot of grabbing on the crossing there. They will get DPI, a free first down then for the Cardinal. That's where we get a little bit of that home field advantage in. We check out for a play. We gain a yard. We got less than a minute to work with here. Quick throw backside. Break the tackle. And that elbow landed out of bounds, but it doesn't look like they're going to stop this clock. They keep it rolling. We're going to hustle back here. We do have some timeouts we could use. They don't jump in the hard count. That's unfortunate. Throws downfield. Thorpe with the grab. We're going to call a timeout there, settle things in. I want to make sure we come away with some points here Field goal at the minimum. Touchdown is preferred, always. Quick throw back to Thorpe. That'll be him over the middle for 6. We'll go hurry up. Basically, same play. We're just flipping who's doing it. Get that catch over the middle. Get the first down. We'll call a timeout there. 18 seconds left here in the first half. Looking for the end zone. Single high. Looks like probably it's going to be some cover 3 action. Quick throw. Don't love that. You have to hurry up here. Running out of some time. Oh, it's thrown behind and it's picked off. We were open in the end zone too. Good throw from Ahmad. That's going to cost us a 2-score lead before the break. What is going on with this camera right now? Someone investigate the camera operator. He was way too hyped. I think he's got money on SMU. Good news is we get ball to start the second half. Real bad news is we could have had a really big lead if we were able to score last drive and obviously score this drive. That would have had us feeling pretty good. Instead, 6-point ball game. And I trip. That's an all-around beautiful play. That is what you get when you watch a Mighty Mites game. Some might even be better. 3rd and 4. Throws downfield. He is open. Could have used that on our touchdown, or should have been touchdown play. We'll take it here at least. 1st and 10, plus side. Get a little extra block here by his time. A risky throw, but it does find Thorpe. And an injured SMU edge defender. As he heads to the sideline, we check in with a 2nd and inches. Blocking absolutely nobody, but we do get the first down. And trying to make sure we incorporate some running in here. It's not all about us. We got a $114. That's more than most tight ends get in about 3 or 4 games. Dupree with some running room left side. Injury timeout as once again, down offensive lineman. We're going to try this again. Another jet sweep because they've worked so well for us before. Well, you know, if you don't run into your blockers, you had several different options there. Direction get pulled off the field here. But we do have a 1st and goal at the 3. Give ourselves the option here for the flat release. That did not run anywhere close to how that was supposed to run. That was just pure handoff. All right, then. 2nd and goal. Now back at the 5. Hit it quick. Forrest Govner with the score. Go ahead and play his music. We finally get that 2-score advantage here against SMU. With a point after would be 19-6. I know how I feel about what looks to be those AI-generated photos, but it's also like low quality. Not even the good quality AI. But we got a 2-point try out here. That's not what I thought was happening. I don't want to risk a timeout, though, so this one's on me. This one is not on me. It's on Dupree. 2-point conversion is good. We do have a couple injuries on the play, one for each side, but make it 20-6 instead. Boy, you should pay attention when you're selecting your plays. Good stop there on the return to SMU, though, with a great answering drive. It's a 7-point ball game. 3:03 to play in the third. Just snap the ball, bud. Love turning these into some Texas routes. They just work oh so well. And throw downfield, it's caught. Thorpe. Injury timeout, a whole lot of those today. Do need to update our Mat 10 sliders for our UAB series. As Dupree gets outside this time, some rough angles there. But he has released his version 3. So those looking for some sliders, do check out Mat 10s. A little bit of a block there. Could have been a bigger run if we were able to really secure that. Give ourselves another wheel. See if we could get up the sideline here. For motion into route. Well, no, but we did do a good job of clearing, as there's a big play. We're in the end zone right now. We're hoping to meet him there. Go speed option. See how our quarterback handles this. Do have the plus side block, though. Get the other block. I got 2 blocks on that play. Quarterback should have kept it. Half the time they don't pitch it when they should, and then the other half they pitch it when they shouldn't. Oh, yeah, that's bad on us. Apologies, Dupree. We'll try to make up for it here. 3rd and goal at the 5. Well, hard count, no bites. And we've got the score. Risky business with that throw, but it's going to pay off. Another one here for you, boy. 10 catches, $145 as he's continuing to build a tight end Heisman candidacy. For the point after, call it 27-13. We'll see, though, if we go for 2 or if we do settle for that point after. Crowd getting into it here at the farm, though. And indeed, we do just settle for that point after. SMU drives, but eventually stalls as we head to the 4th quarter. We'll start chewing a little bit of some clock here. Not our best run. Make sure we scoop inside here. Hit that block, which we do. Big running room for Bates up to the 45. Get the fullback involved, Ruffin. Got to give the fullback a lane, and he had a lane, didn't quite find it, but it's all good. A little bit of fullback love here in the 4th. We go 2nd and 3. I'm worried about this, but can't change it. Good read, actually. Corner did back off. I'm good with that. Coming up just short, though, 3rd and inches. On that backside. Dupree, you had 2 lanes to run through there, my man. And we're going to get pulled off the field. I would be aggressive and try to get that first down there, 4th and inches, but doesn't look like we're going to have that opportunity. SMU, watch out. They get the extra drive with a, looked like to be a big penalty. And we've got a 6-point ball game. Timeout 1 called by SMU. I don't know why I didn't imagine their mascot would be a black horse. I thought it would be red. It's also making me realize I never really saw their mascot before. We're not getting great blocks there on the edge. Need to improve that run blocking. 2nd timeout is called. They've got 1 more remaining. It's 3rd and 3, and they're playing with their spread look. I mean, come on, boys. Got to get this. Good double to backer. First down for the Cardinal and no timeout here for the Mustangs. Not looking too good for them right now. Unfortunately, we can't kneel this one to a close yet. Need a first down to seal it. Good play from the edge man. We lose 3, and now we're coming off the field. I'm hoping that's just for the 2-minute breather, coach. Yeah. So somehow we still lose a lot of seconds in there. I don't know what just happened, but 2nd and 13. Just getting that one off in time, and we don't have the energy level there, it seemed, to get out there to get that block. A first down there could have signed, sealed, and delivered this game. Instead, it comes down to a 3rd and 3. And he keeps. Hit the block, too. First down, and now we can kneel this game away. Your Stanford Cardinal begin 3-1. That's a good start to the year. Their only loss coming to number 8 in the country, Florida State Seminoles. They get the win at home for the fans. Our Cowboy here had talked previously about wanting to do that for him. Looking forward to play in front of the home crowd, and we get a win there for him. And that game did take us by the 2-hour mark. We'll look to wrap things up here shortly. Somehow we're back to being undrafted despite being a Heisman candidate. I don't know. The game is the game. Not much we could do about it. But we all know Forrest Govner would be one of the highly touted tight ends who would still have to play one more year. You got to play 3 years. And we were not redshirted. We played as a true freshman. Really? No love from that game either? We had over 100 yards. Multiple touchdowns. What more do you want? Madison, classmate, a few friends and I are going to this thing this weekend at my sister's house, so it should be fun. Starts at 11:30, though. Don't you have a game the next day? I'm going to decline. We're all about being that straight-head guy. You know, he's the cowboy, right? He's here to work. That's his mindset. He's a grinder. Chadwell. We're taking on a really talented team this week. I know you're still an underclassman, but you need to have this big game. Here's a challenge. Other than winning, 6 catches, 60 yards receiving. Coach, have you looked at my stats? That would be a pretty quiet day for us. Defensive coordinator. Didn't know if I saw, but the current forecast is showing about a decent chance for heavy rain entire week. Probably wise to stay after practice, work on my tackling. Are we expecting a lot of picks? Is that what they're saying right now? We're going to decline that. I don't play defense. What's up, Chad? Partner for Ancient Civilizations. That sounds fun. Found a website where people have uploaded their old ones. I think we should make it ourselves. It's a good thing that we weren't staying after practice to... Okay. Good thing we weren't staying after practice to work on our tackling drill. And hopefully our quarterback isn't throwing a lot of picks. We've got Clemson. Think that'll be a pretty good game. I thought they said it's going to be heavy rain. There's a 0% chance of rain. We're just throwing things out there to throw it out there. Come on now, game. Do better than that. We did, if you just checked out that screen there, move up in the Heisman candidacy. We're now up to 3rd. Stanford ranked 25th in the country. Man, I want to see that happen in real life. Of course, I'm sure any new people watching probably haven't heard. Stanford fan, unfortunately. It's been a rough few years, but we're going to end here today. We'll take a quick peek up at the stats of the year, and we will do a little bit more upgrading. Again, I'm trying to make sure we are incorporating some run blocking, so we're actually going to spend a lot of points here. We're going to max that out. What? Okay, that was So we can spend to increase our cap by 2. We're not there yet. Can you just do that one? Thank you. Just short of that. That's right. We'll do that. Get ourselves nice and upgraded. Big boost to our run blocking. That's now maxed out. Our current speed is maxed out, getting close to maxing out that acceleration. Have a lot of work to still do with our hands and a little bit of some of our abilities here in terms of trucking, stiff arming, and all that. But we are well on our way to a promising season here with Stanford. Even against Florida State, we put up a lot of yards. We are already sitting at near 60 receptions on the year. The next highest is 16 to Thorpe. We are at 844 yards, 14 per catch, 8 touchdowns. We are averaging 211 yards per game. Our coach challenged us to get 60. So you could say we are far exceeding expectations. We got a long of 43, 308 yards after catch. We average 5 yards per catch, or 5 yards a run after the catch per catch. I don't know. One drop. And do we have ourselves in the tackle sheet here? Is that why our coach was trying to bring that up? Do we have a tackle? No. So I don't know. I don't know what coach is going on about that. Maybe they needed help tackling. We didn't need to get beaten up out there. That's for sure. But we will open up next time. As a reminder, again, that will be on Saturday. We're going to do the Coach Bobby Ellington stream because it's a busy work week for me this next week. I work all but 2 days, and those 2 days are not back-to-back. So what we're going to do is we are going to have the Sac State Coach Mode stream on Thursday. That is our first off season. We'll be back here on Saturday. It'll be a late start, probably around 7 or so Pacific time. So for those out on the East Coast, my apologies. It's going to be a late one for you, but something you could watch on Friday perhaps. But also on Friday, we will have, as well as Monday, our UAB Edited Dynasty series where we play every single game, every single play, and big changes coming to the starting lineup tomorrow over there. So make sure you're tuned in for that. And we'll probably be live in the latter part of the afternoon. But if you guys enjoyed and haven't already, as I mentioned earlier, if you go ahead and hit that bell icon in the bottom right corner of your screen, you will subscribe. Or you can hit that button down below. And if you're down there, make sure you also tag Team In. Hit that bell icon so that way you are notified and you don't miss out on any of the fun things we get up to. And if you enjoyed Coach, so used to saying Coach, tight end Forrest, the Cowboy Governor today, make sure you let YouTube know by hitting that thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your, what I believe is Sunday. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with UAB. Until then, appreciate you guys being here. Have a good rest of your day.